Shall we begin?
Yep.
Hi, Jason. Here's the recipe for eggplant parmesan. Your ingredients are 2 or 3 eggplants, grated Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, grated, and breadcrumb, tomato sauce, salt and pepper, oregano, and parsley. And 2 to 3 eggs beaten slightly. 1 to 2 quarts of vegetable oil. Now, you peel and slice the eggplants about a half an inch thick. Half an inch? Yeah. And put them in a colander, and then line them up in the colander and sprinkle a little bit of salt all over it. And this takes the bitterness out of the eggplant. Now this will make 2 layers, so just layer it on top of the other one. And then you take a dish and put a heavy, like maybe a can, on top of the dish and press it so that the water will squeeze out. And leave it like this for about an hour. Then you go back to it and you rinse off the salt and you dry the pieces. And now you put the eggs, slightly beaten, in a dish, and next to it put your eggplant or your breadcrumb, and then your slices of eggplant. So you dip it in the egg, then you dip it on both sides in the breadcrumb, and make sure that the egg got fully in there and the breadcrumb. And put them in a dish, and when you finish all of them, then put your gas on and put oil in the frying pan and heat it. Do not put the eggplant in when the oil just gets in there. You got to heat the oil so that when you put the eggplant in, it fries it and not absorbs all that oil. So you fry it on both sides and get it brown. Not real dark brown, but a medium brown on both sides. Put them in a dish, and when you finish frying all of them, if you need to add more oil, do so, but then remember to heat it again. So when a plate in a dish about like this approximately, and this will hold 2 to 3 eggplants. So you put a little spaghetti sauce on the bottom of the dish, and then you put your eggplants, line your eggplants on the bottom, and you put let me see, you put your mozzarella cheese, your tomato sauce, your salt and pepper, your oregano, your parsley, and your Parmesan cheese. And if the people like garlic, I don't know if they do, but if they like a little garlic taste, well, you put garlic on top of the eggplant when you put it in the dish. Not a lot, but just, enough, a little bit. Gives it a good flavor. Then you put all of the things on top of it, and you put the sauce on top. And then you start doing the second layer. And you do the same thing to the second layer. And on the second layer, I put a little more cheeses because we like cheese. So, but put all of the above on top, and then a little more cheese. And you cover it. Oh, you make sure you put your sauce, and you cover it and put it in the oven for at 350 for 25 to 35 minutes, depending on how much eggplant you got in there. And when you touch it with a fork, and the fork comes out when it's nice and soft, then you know it's done. Now, you could take the cover off after 25 minutes. You could take the cover off and let it brown a little bit, or take the cover off and just leave all that cheese to melt on top, whichever you choose to do. And you can serve it with a nice salad and garlic bread, and that makes an ideal meal. Okay, Jason, I forgot to tell you, when you take it out of the oven, leave it sit about 10 minutes and then serve. And bon appetit. Grandma loves you, and I know it'll turn out perfect for you. Bye.